I was kneeling on the floor, a stack of wedding invitations scattered around me. When she leaned over my shoulder and whispered, "Are you sure we got the guest list right?" I double-checked, I said, trying to sound confident. "I don't want anyone left out. Not your aunt, not my cousin, everyone." She smiled, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. "You'll always worry too much. That's why I love you." I laughed, but my stomach fluttered. She had that effect on me, always calm, always charming, even when I was a nervous wreck. "I just want everything to be perfect for us," I admitted. She pressed a finger to my lips. "It is perfect, because it's us." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to believe everything. I really did. Later, as I was folding RSVP cards, my phone buzzed. I glanced at an unfamiliar number and my heart sank a little. I didn't answer. She was sitting nearby, scrolling her own phone. "You're quiet," she said casually. "Everything okay?" Yeah. Just work emails," I lied. She didn't look up. "I know that look. You're worried about something else." Shook my head. "No, really. It's nothing," she hummed, going back to her messages. I noticed how quickly she typed, how her thumb hovered over the screen when she thought no one was watching. Nothing concrete, just a feeling. "Hey," my best friend called from the couch. I brought snacks. "You planning all day, huh?" I grinned. "You know me too well. Don't forget to eat." "You look like you're surviving on panic and coffee," she joked. I chuckled, but it didn't reach my eyes. "Yeah, well, coffee is life right now." My fiancé looked at me with a teasing smile. "See? You're obsessed." "I am not obsessed," I defended, though it wasn't entirely untrue. "I just care." "That's why I love you," she said, standing to hug me. Her perfume filled the room. A comforting scent I thought I'd never get tired of, I breathed. Her in and tried to calm the little voice, nagging at me, the one that wondered why she was always so secretive on her phone. Why she sometimes laughed quietly at messages she wouldn't show me. "You okay?" she asked, pulling back. I forced a smile. "Yeah. Just thinking about the seating arrangements. Uncle Jamal insists on sitting next to Aunt Sarah, even though they hate each other." Classic. "Don't worry. It'll be fine. It always works out." I nodded, but my mind wasn't entirely on the invitations. A tiny doubt lingered, unshakable. Was I imagining things? Or was something off? My best friend nudged me. "Hey, you're zoning out again. Talk to me, is it her? You trust her, right?" I swallowed hard. "I do. I really do." It's just I trailed off, because I couldn't put the feeling into words. "Not yet." She caught my hesitation, smiling softly, and I wanted to believe everything would be okay. "It's fine to be nervous," she whispered. "I'm right here," I nodded, sitting back, trying to let her words calm me. But even as I smiled, a small part of me couldn't ignore the unease curling in my chest. I shook it off, telling myself I was just being paranoid. After all, today was about planning the happiest day of my life, and yet something felt wrong. I was in the kitchen, making coffee, when she walked in, her phone glued to her hand. "You've been quiet all morning," I said, trying to sound casual. "I'm fine," she replied without looking up. "Really?" "You've been texting a lot," I pressed. She shrugged. "Just work stuff. You worry too much." I wanted to believe her, but my gut tightened. Work stuff? On a Saturday? She finally met my eyes. "Yes, deadlines don't care about weekends." I nodded slowly, trying to let it go, but I couldn't. Something was off. I grabbed a mug and muttered, "You've been acting strange lately. Is there something I should know?" She laughed lightly. "Now I'm strange?" I thought I was just me. I forced a smile, but my mind raced. She set her phone down for a moment, then picked it up again. A notification popped up her hand, shielded the screen instantly. My heart skipped. Later, I met my best friend at the cafe. "Something's wrong," I admitted, stirring my coffee nervously. "Calm down." "What happened?" she asked. "It's her. She's different, secretive. She laughs at messages and hides them. She's gone missing for hours yesterday without explanation." My friend leaned back, frowning. "Be careful. Trust your instincts. If you feel something's off, don't ignore it. I know, I said. But a small voice inside told me I wasn't ready to face the truth. Back home, I tried to act normal. Hey, what did you do today? I asked. Nothing important. Just ran some errands, she said, smiling. Why? No reason, I muttered, but my eyes caught a glimpse of her bag receipts poking out. Places I didn't recognize. She noticed my stare. You're imagining things. Stop overthinking. I wanted to believe her again. I really did. But when her phone buzzed and she jumped slightly, my chest tightened. I was spiraling, questioning everything I thought I knew. The next day at work, I couldn't concentrate. I replayed every interaction in my head. Was she lying? Was I being paranoid? I called my friend. You look terrible, she said immediately. Talk to me. I'm trying, I replied. It's just she's hiding something. I can feel it. Trust yourself. Don't let love blind you, my friend warned. I ended the call and stared at my reflection in the mirror. My eyes looked tired, my face pale. I whispered to myself, am I imagining it? Or is she really? That night I confronted her gently. I feel like something's going on. Can we talk? She rolled her eyes, sitting beside me. Talk about what? I told you it's nothing. And why do you hide your phone from me? I asked softly, trying not to sound accusatory. I don't hide it. You're just paranoid, she said, reaching for my hand. Look at me. I'm right here. Her words were warm, but I felt the cold doubt creeping in. My heart wanted to trust her. My mind refused. Later, found a message she had left open. Just a glimpse, a name I didn't recognize. My hand shook. I closed it before she could see me staring. I sank into the couch, whispering I don't understand. I thought we shared everything. What's happening? She came back from the kitchen with 2 mugs. You're thinking too much again. Drink your tea, relax. I forced a nod, but my thoughts were racing. That small message, that fleeting shadow of a secret, planted the first seed of doubt I couldn't ignore. And for the first time, I realized that my perfect world might not be so perfect after all. I opened the drawer, looking for the wedding contracts, and froze. There it was, a small envelope I hadn't noticed before. Her handwriting, but not addressed to me. My hands trembled as I tore it open. She asked from the doorway, Care to explain this? I held up the envelope. She froze, then forced a smile. It's nothing, really. Just some mail I didn't get to yet. I pulled out the folded paper inside. My stomach dropped. The words hit me like a truck. It wasn't mail. It was a medical report dated last month. She was pregnant. Not with me. I don't understand, I stammered. Why? Why didn't you tell me? Her smile faltered. It's complicated. Complicated. I laughed bitterly, shaking my head. You're hiding a pregnancy? From me? From everyone. It's not what you think, she said, her voice rising. I didn't mean for this to happen. Not what I think? My voice cracked. I trusted you. I planned my life around you. She stepped closer. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. You didn't mean to hurt me. I shouted, feeling my chest tighten. Do you have any idea how that feels? I loved you. How could you? She looked down, biting her lip. I was scared. I didn't know how to tell you. I thought maybe it would be better if it stayed private. It's better? Better for who? I demanded. You or him? She flinched. Please, don't, what? Don't make it worse? My voice shook with fury. I trusted you with everything. I gave you everything. And this betrayal you ruined us? She sat on the couch, trembling. I never meant to ruin us. I love you. I love me. I laughed bitterly, pacing. You can't even tell me the truth. You're lying to my face? And you call that love? At that moment, my phone rang. I ignored it, but she picked it up. It's him, she muttered, almost apologetic. Who? I demanded. He's involved, she whispered, tears in her eyes. It's not your fault? Not my fault? Oh, it's certainly yours. I yelled, throwing the envelope across the room. Tell me, was this all part of some plan? Were you just pretending with me? She shook her head violently. No. I swear it wasn't like that. I sank into a chair, my hands on my face. I don't even know who I am anymore. How did I miss all the signs? My phone buzzed again. It was my best friend. I answered with a shaky voice. It's true. She's pregnant. With him? There was silence on the other end. I'm so sorry, my friend, finally said. Do you want me to come over? Yes, please. I hung up and turned to her. You've ruined everything. My family, my life. How can I ever look them in the eye? Her tears fell freely now. I know I'm so sorry. I never wanted this to happen. I can fix it. I can know. I yelled. Nothing can fix this. You lied to me every step of the way. And you think saying sorry makes it better? At that moment, my mom called. Sweetheart, what's happening? Are you okay? I couldn't speak. I couldn't. My dad was next, his voice heavy with concern. Tell me it's not true, I finally whispered. It's true. True. She gasped. Are you sure? Yes, I saw it. My voice broke. I collapsed into the couch. I don't even know who you are anymore. My fiancé knelt beside me, desperate. Please, just listen. It's complicated. I didn't mean to save it. I shouted. I don't want to hear your excuses. I trusted you. And this is betrayal. Pure betrayal. The room was silent, except for our ragged breathing. My family's worried voices outside, her quiet sobs beside me. In the heavy weight of humiliation and heartbreak pressing down, I thought about all the plans. All the dreams, all the love I had poured into us. Gone, shattered, I whispered to myself. Barely audible, I thought I knew you. I thought I could trust you. But I was wrong. Everything is wrong. And at that moment, I realized that nothing would ever feel the same again. I woke up in a cold sweat, staring at the ceiling. Why? I whispered to myself. Why did this happen? My phone buzzed. It was my best friend. I answered with a shaky voice. Hey, you sound awful. Are you eating? Sleeping? She asked, concern heavy in her tone. Not really, I admitted. I can't stop thinking about her, about everything. Over. You need someone right now, she said. I don't know if I can face anyone, I muttered, voice cracking. You have to, she said firmly. You can't isolate yourself. Not now. I ended the call and stared at the envelope she had left behind. My hands shook. I can't believe I didn't see it coming. I can't believe I trusted her, I whispered. Later, my mom called. Sweetheart, can you come home? You need family. I can't, I said, even though tears burned my eyes. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see anyone. I just can't. You have to, she said softly. We can't help if you shut us out. I hung up and buried my face in my hands. Hours passed. I barely ate, barely moved. Every sound made me jump. Every notification sent my heart racing. By evening, I forced myself to her apartment. She was there, waiting, looking fragile. But I couldn't care you came, she said quietly. I had to, I said, voice low. We need to talk. One last time, she nodded. Okay, go ahead. Do you even understand what you've done? I demanded. I trusted you with everything. And you, I know. She interrupted. I know I hurt you. You lied to me. I shouted. You hid everything. I don't even know who you are anymore. Tears welled in her eyes. I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean... I echoed, disbelief twisting my stomach. Your choices broke me. You made me doubt myself, my judgment, my everything. She reached for my hand. Please, just listen. I pulled away sharply. No, I can't listen anymore. I can't fix this. I can't forgive this. I don't even know if I want to see your face again. Her shoulders slumped. I'm sorry, she whispered. I really am. I left before I said something I'd regret. Outside, my best friend waited. I knew you'd need me, she said, guiding me to the car. I feel hollow, I admitted. Like everything I believed in was a lie. You're not alone. You'll get through this, she said, gripping my shoulder. One step at a time. I don't even know if I can trust anyone again, I said. That's okay. Right now, just focus on surviving. We'll figure out the rest later, she said firmly. At home, my parents hovered, worried eyes on me. Are you eating? Sleeping? My dad asked. I'm managing, I said, though I wasn't. I need time. You can talk to us, my mom said softly. You don't have to go through this alone. I know, I said, voice breaking. I don't know if talking helps. I feel betrayed in a way I can't explain. I feel weak, foolish, angry, all at once. You're not weak, my dad said gently. This isn't your fault. She made choices. You didn't deserve this. I keep asking myself why, I admitted, pacing. Why didn't I see it? Was I blind? Was I stupid to trust her? I don't even recognize myself anymore. Stop blaming yourself, my best friend said firmly. You loved honestly. That's not stupid. That's human. And you're stronger than you think. I sank into the couch, exhausted. I don't know if I want revenge or if I just want to disappear from all of this. Maybe moving on is better than anything else. Then start there, she said. Focus on you. Don't let her actions define you. I stared at the ceiling, my chest heavy. I don't know how to focus on me. I don't even know who I am without her. You'll find out, she said, voice soft but steady. It will hurt now, but one day you'll be able to breathe again. I closed my eyes. I hope so. I really hope so. The night stretched endlessly, but for the first time, I allowed a sliver of thought. Maybe, just maybe, I could survive this. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at my coffee, trying to calm the storm inside me. I can't keep doing this, I muttered to myself. What do you mean? She asked from the doorway, her voice cautious. I mean this, I said, voice steady but sharp. The lies, the betrayal, the constant pretending. I can't be your victim anymore. She frowned. Victim? I didn't mean save it, I cut in. I've heard enough excuses. I'm done letting this control me.
Yes.
Her eyes widened. Done, what are you saying? I'm saying I'm taking control, I replied, my hands tightening around my mug. Not revenge for revenge's sake. Not malice. Just justice. And protection. For me? You're planning something? She asked, a trace of fear in her voice. Planning? Yes, I'm gathering facts. I'm taking careful steps to make sure the truth is seen. And I'm doing it for myself, not to hurt you. You think this is necessary? Her voice trembled. It is, I said calmly, surprising even myself. I can't keep being blindsided. I need clarity. I need control. And I need to know that if anything happens, I won't be powerless again. She shook her head. I never thought you'd be like this. Angry, calculating, cold. I'm not cold, I said firmly. I'm awake. Awake to reality. You think I'll just crumble forever? No, I've suffered enough. She stepped closer, almost pleading. I can explain, we can fix it. I can make it right. No, I said, raising my hand. It's too late for explanations. It's too late for apologies. The damage is done. I won't let you manipulate me anymore. Her shoulders sagged. You're different now. I don't like this. Good, I said. I don't like it either. But it's necessary. I've realized something important. I can't control what others do, only how I respond. And I choose not to be broken. She bit her lip, silent for a long moment. Then she asked softly, what are you going to do? I'll be honest with everyone who matters, I said. I'll make sure the truth isn't buried. I'll protect myself, my dignity, and my future. And I'll do it methodically, without losing myself in hatred. You're serious, she whispered, almost to herself. Completely, I said, standing up. I've spent too long hurting, wondering if I made mistakes. Some of those mistakes, yes. but trusting blindly isn't one of them. Acting without thought is, this time, I'll act smart. Her eyes glistened. I never imagined you could stand like this, so composed. It scares me. Good, I said, my voice cold but calm. It should. I can't be manipulated anymore, and I won't let lies define my life. Later, I called my best friend. I've made a decision, I told her. I'm taking action, carefully, step by step. For me, finally, she said, relief in her voice. It's about time you stopped suffering in silence. Yes, I said. It's about time. I'm not naive anymore, but I'm not reckless. I want truth, not chaos. Smart, she said. I'll help, whatever you need. Thank you, I whispered. I think I'm ready. Ready to reclaim myself, without losing my mind in anger. I hung up and stared out the window. The night felt quieter somehow. The fear, the heartbreak, the confusion, they were still there, but beneath it, a spark. A spark of determination, I whispered to myself. I am done being powerless. This is my life. I will take it back. And for the first time in weeks, I felt a strange sense of calm amidst the storm, knowing I was no longer a victim, but a person reclaiming control. I stood in the living room, holding the stack of receipts and messages I had collected over the past week. This ends now, I whispered to myself. She walked in, smiling faintly. What are you doing? I'm organizing things. Cleaning up, I said casually, though my mind was anything but calm. You've been distant, she said, trying to mask her worry. Are you still upset? I looked at her, calm but piercing. Upset? I'm beyond upset. I'm focused. And you should be concerned too. Her smile faltered. Concerned? About what? About truth. About reality. About the choices you made and how easily lies crumble under light? I said, setting a folder on the table. What do you mean? Her voice trembled slightly. I mean, the truth is slowly coming out. The messages, the receipts, the little things you thought no one would notice. Her eyes widened. I can, I interrupted. And I will carefully. No chaos, no melodrama, just facts. You'll see everything unravel yourself. She stepped closer, panic creeping in. Please, don't. I can fix this. I can. You've had weeks to fix it, I said firmly. But you didn't. So now consequences will unfold naturally. Her hand shook. Consequences? You're threatening me? I'm not threatening. I'm stating reality. You wanted secrets, lies, manipulation. Now watch how fragile it all is, I said. Feeling a cold calm I hadn't known I had. Later, I called my colleague, someone I trusted completely. I need your help, I said. Of course, she replied.
What do you need?
I want to make sure everything is documented, organized. Nothing sloppy. I don't want emotion to ruin this. Just facts, I explained. Got it, she said. We'll go through it together. You won't have to do this alone. I smiled faintly, grateful for her support. Thank you. I need someone I can trust. Always, she said. The next day I confronted my fiancé again. Did you think I wouldn't notice? I asked, holding up a small receipt from a place she hadn't told me about. She froze. I forgot. It's nothing. Really. Nothing. I repeated. You lied? You hid things. And now it's visible. Everyone will know eventually. Better it's you seeing it first. Her face paled. I can explain. Save it, I said firmly. Your explanations don't undo what's done. They don't erase the truth you tried to bury. She sank onto the couch, silent for a moment, then whispered, You're serious. This isn't just talking. You're really doing this? Yes, I said. And it's not about hatred. It's about justice. About me reclaiming my life. Her tears came slowly, her breathing uneven. I never wanted it to be like this, she said. I know, I replied softly, though my heart still ached. I know, and that's what makes it bittersweet. I don't enjoy hurting you. I just can't let this continue. Spent the evening packing away wedding decorations, tiny reminders of our plans. Goodbye, I murmured to the folded invitations. Goodbye to the world we imagined. She watched me silently, fear and regret clear in her eyes. You don't have to do this. I can change things, she said quietly. You can't, I said. Not now. The moment for that is gone. Actions have consequences, and it's time you face yours. Later, I texted my best friend. Step 1 is done. It's subtle, but the dominoes have started to fall. Good, she replied. Slow and steady. Don't let anger blind you. I won't, I wrote back. It's justice, not revenge. But seeing the truth come out feels strange. Sad, and yet satisfying. I stared at the documents one last time, imagining her slowly realizing that her lies, her manipulations, were no longer safe. That the world would know her choices. Without me having to scream or expose her in public, the quiet satisfaction mingled with lingering pain. The spark of empowerment burned gently inside me, and I whispered to myself, this is only the beginning. Step by step, I reclaim everything you tried to steal. The living room was full of family and friends, laughter and chatter filling the space. I felt a weight settle in my chest as I stepped forward. We need to talk, I said calmly, letting my voice carry. Heads turned. She froze, eyes wide. What are you? I said. We need to talk, I repeated, holding up the folder of documents I had gathered. It's about the truth you've been hiding.
Hiding?
Her lips parted, panic rising. Please, not here, I can explain. No, I said, calm but sharp. You don't get to explain. You had your chance, my mother gasped. What's happening? I trusted her, I said, looking directly at my fiancé. I trusted her with everything, and she betrayed me. Not just me, but everyone who cared about us. Her eyes darted around, panic evident. I made a mistake. I didn't mean for this to happen. You didn't mean? I echoed, voice steady. You lied to my face, hid a pregnancy with someone else, and pretended everything was perfect. And now, the truth is here. I opened the folder and handed copies to my parents. Here, the messages, the receipts, the proof of your lies. She stepped forward, voice trembling. You can't, this isn't fair. You're humiliating me. Humiliating? I said, letting a small, controlled laugh escape. No, I'm revealing facts. Reality. Something you should have faced months ago. My father's hand gripped mine. Is this true? He asked quietly. Yes, I said. All of it. I'm not angry because I want revenge. I'm angry because she shattered the life we built with deceit. Her face crumpled. Please, don't, everyone's looking at me like this. I'm sorry. I can fix it. I can know, I said, voice firm. You can't. The damage is done. And now, everyone knows what you've chosen to hide, the cousin whispered. I can't believe it. She seemed so perfect. Perfect, I said, voice rising slightly. There is no perfect in lies. She chose selfishness over honesty, manipulation over truth, and now she faces the consequences. She sank into a chair, tears streaming down her face. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't know you didn't know? I asked, shaking my head. You knew exactly what you were doing. That's why you hid it. That's why you lied to me, to your family, to everyone who cared. My mother's voice broke. We raised you better than this, I know, my fiancé whispered, barely audible. Shame etched in every word. You should have thought about that before you lied, I said softly. Now, the truth is out, and you can't control it anymore. A friend from work approached. I saw some messages. I didn't realize it was like this. I'm so sorry, they said, looking at me. Thank you, I said. I appreciate honesty. That's what we needed all along. She tried one last time. Please, please forgive me. I can change. I'll do anything. No, I said, cutting her off. Forgiveness isn't a magic eraser. Trust once broken doesn't rebuild overnight, and you need to face the reality of your choices. I looked around the room. Family and friends exchanged glances. whispers spreading. The weight of her actions finally sank in for everyone. Her carefully curated image, the charm she used so well, it was gone. I felt a strange mix of satisfaction and sadness. Satisfaction because justice, quiet and patient, was done. Sadness because the person I loved was gone, replaced by someone I barely recognized. I took a deep breath. This is the truth, and I will survive it. I will move forward with my life, stronger and wiser. And I hope one day you'll understand the cost of betrayal. She sat silently. No words left, only tears and regret, I whispered to myself. Just for me, I've learned who I can trust, and who I can't. I've learned my own strength, and I will not let heartbreak define me. The room was quiet, the truth hanging heavy in the air, and for the first time in months, I felt a calm I hadn't known, a calm born of facing reality and choosing to rise above it. I stood in my apartment, staring at the boxes filled with wedding gifts and photos. "Goodbye," I whispered, placing a framed picture of us into the box. "You really are letting go," my best friend said, watching me quietly. "I have to," I replied. "I can't live in the past. Every memory hurts too much." She nodded. "It's hard. But you'll feel lighter after this." "I hope so," I said, closing another box. "I need to focus on me now. On my career, my health, my mind, everything I let slide because of her." "You've always been strong," she said, smiling softly. "You just needed a push." "I suppose this is it," I admitted. A push into reality, into life without her controlling my emotions. Later, I found myself at work, diving into projects I had neglected. "I need these reports by Friday," I told my team firmly, yet calmly. "Understood," a colleague said. "You seem different, more focused." "Maybe I am," I replied, hiding the small smile forming. "I'm taking control of what I can. That includes work." At lunch, my friend asked, "How are you holding up emotionally?" I took a deep breath. "It's still painful. I miss what I thought we had, but I don't miss the lies, the betrayal. I'm learning to separate memory from reality." "That's growth," she said. "And you're doing it while still being kind to yourself." "That's impressive. I have to be kind to myself," I said. "No one else will do it for me." In the evenings, I started running again. The wind on my face, the pounding of my feet. It was freedom. "This is mine," I whispered to myself. "Every step, every breath, it's mine." A message from my best friend. "How's the new routine?" I typed back, challenging, but peaceful. "I'm reclaiming pieces of myself I forgot existed." She replied, "Good, keep going." "You'll be stronger than ever," I smiled. "I will," I said aloud. The apartment felt lighter as I removed the last reminders of her presence, the shoes, the decorations, even the small trinkets. Later, my mom called. "How's everything?" she asked. "Better," I said. "I'm learning to focus on the things I can control. On people who care about me, on myself." "That's wonderful," she said warmly. "We're proud of you." I hung up and sat quietly, reflecting. The pain hadn't disappeared, but the sharp edge was dulled. I could think without spiraling, plan without fear, smile without guilt. My best friend popped in unexpectedly. "You look calmer," she said. "I am," I admitted. "I've started seeing life differently." Small victories, Matara, a completed project. A clear morning run, a conversation with someone I trust. They're proof I'm moving forward. "Exactly," she said. "You're reclaiming your world bit by bit." "I used to think life would end with her betrayal," I said. "But now I see it's the start of something else. I can rebuild, and this time, it's mine to shape. And I'll be here, cheering every step of the way." "Thank you," I said, warmth filling my chest. It helps, having people who remind me who I am, who I can be. I glanced at the empty spaces where reminders of her had been, feeling a strange peace. "I am alive," I whispered, "and I am free." The sun was setting outside, painting the room in soft gold. I breathed deeply, savoring the moment. "This is my life now," I said. "I choose it. I protect it. I live it." Now, for the first time in months, I felt whole against till healing, but strong, determined, and ready for whatever came next. I walked past the cafe where she used to meet friends, pausing to see her sitting alone at a corner table. The usual chatter around her seemed distant, judgment lingering in glances she didn't notice. "Hey," a colleague from work whispered as I passed. "Looks like things aren't going well for her." "I noticed," I said softly, keeping my voice calm. "But it's not my doing. She made her choices." I watched her fumble with her phone, sending messages that went unanswered. A friend she once leaned on passed by, hesitating, then nodded politely and walked on. She looked up, panic in her eyes, but no one stopped. Later, I attended a charity event. My best friend leaned close. "You're glowing," she said. "At peace, really." "I am," I replied, smiling. Watching life unfold naturally, without scheming or force, sits satisfying in a quiet way. A distant voice carried, and I turned to see her talking to a group, attempting explanations, apologies. They listened politely, but their eyes were wary. The energy around her had shifted. Respect was gone. Influence faded. I walked over, curiosity pulling me. She saw me and froze. I didn't expect you here," she stammered. "I'm not here for confrontation," I said. "I came because I wanted to see reality. Not anger, not revenge, just life moving forward." I know I was wrong," she whispered. "I lost everything. Everyone. I don't know how to fix it." "Maybe you can't," I said calmly. "Some lessons are harsh. Some mistakes leave marks that can't be erased. But that's life. You chose this path." Her head fell. "I don't deserve forgiveness," she said quietly. "Perhaps not," I replied. "But I don't feel satisfaction in your suffering. I feel relief for myself. Relief that the truth is out and I'm free from it." I turned and walked toward the main hall of the event. People smiled, exchanged greetings, and I felt included in moments of genuine connection. Small conversations, a shared laugh fit, all felt real, grounding me. A child ran past, dropping a toy. I picked it up and handed it back. "Here," I said with a gentle smile. "Thanks," the child said. I paused for a moment, thinking how simple kindness could restore trust and peace in ways that anger never could. From the corner of my eye, I saw her shrink further into herself, isolated, her regret apparent, her past decisions shaping her solitude. No theatrics, no manipulation, just the natural consequences of her choices. My inner voice whispered, "This is justice without malice. Karma unfolding naturally." I smiled faintly, feeling a lightness I hadn't known in months. The past still ached, but my strength was growing. My focus was clear in my life, my growth, my connections. A friend waved at me and I walked over. "I'm glad you're here," she said. "Me too," I replied, genuinely. Life goes on, and we keep moving forward, even after heartbreak. I glanced back once more at her corner of the room. Silent, humbled, powerless, no revenge needed. Life itself had delivered the lesson, and I felt a quiet, steady peace. I sat on the balcony, coffee in hand, watching the sunrise paint the sky. "It's beautiful," my best friend said, leaning on the railing beside me. "It really is," I replied. "Makes you think maybe some endings aren't as dark as they seem." She smiled. "You look lighter. Peaceful." "I feel lighter," I admitted. "The past still whispers, memories still sting, but they don't control me anymore. I've let go, not of lessons, but of the power they had over me." "You've come a long way," she said softly. "I have," I said, taking a deep breath. "I used to define myself by her, by what I lost. No, I define myself by what I've regained: my strength, my choices, my life." A soft laugh escaped her. "You sound free." "I am," I said. "Free to love myself first. Free to trust cautiously, but fully when it matters. Free to pursue happiness without fear of betrayal." She nudged me gently, "And maybe someone new someday." I smiled faintly, thoughtful. "Maybe, but not because I'm searching to replace anyone. Because I'm whole now, ready when the right person comes along." Later, We walked through the park, sunlight warming the paths. "You're smiling more," she observed. "Because I feel it," I said. "Moments like this remind me that life is still beautiful, even after heartbreak. I can enjoy it without shadows of the past looming over me." A child ran past, chasing a dog, and laughter bubbled up. "See that?" I said, pure joy, unfiltered. "That's what I want to hold on to." She laughed. "You're really embracing it, huh?" "I am," I said. "I've realized love isn't only about others. It's about valuing myself, honoring my choices, and recognizing my worth. That's where true peace starts." A friend called out to us from a nearby bench. "Hey, come join us." I nodded. "Yes, let's. I've learned that connections matter. Friends, family, they're anchors when the past tries to pull you under." Sitting down, I felt the warmth of familiar voices, laughter, and shared stories. I no longer felt the gnawing ache of betrayal. Instead, a calm satisfaction filled me, a realization that I survived. I grew and I thrived. "Remember when we thought life would end with heartbreak?" my friend asked, smiling knowingly. "I do," I said, chuckling softly. "And yet here I am. Heartbroken, yes, but stronger, wiser, and more resilient than I imagined." She reached over and squeezed my hand. "You've earned this peace." "I know," I said, "and I'll protect it. I won't let past pain dictate my happiness. I'll carry lessons, not burdens." We stayed a while, talking quietly, watching the sun climb higher. "So, what's next?" she asked. "Next," I said, thoughtful. "Next is living fully, pursuing dreams I set aside, embracing people who truly care, and being unapologetically myself. Life is mine to shape now," she smiled. "That's powerful." "It feels powerful," I admitted. "It's strange how freeing it is to release the weight of betrayal and replace it with self-respect and hope. I feel ready." We rose to leave, and I glanced back at the empty park bench where I had once sat alone, haunted by memories. "Goodbye," I whispered quietly, "and thank you for teaching me strength, for teaching me to survive." She looked at me, eyes bright. "The future's waiting." "Yes," I said, heart steady, mind clear. "I'm ready to meet it. Strong, whole, and free." As we walked away, sunlight spilling over us, I knew that the chapters of pain were closed. What remained was a life rebuilt, a spirit healed, and a heart open not to replace, but to live. For the first time in a long while, I felt truly unburdened. The betrayal, the heartbreak, the despair, they were behind me. Ahead, only possibility, only hope, only me.